Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Falkland hero receives a £22 gift. King Charles rewarded him for his service. Denzel Connick was one of the war's most severely injured soldiers when he departed the Falkland Islands, and he later saw King Charles on several occasions. Denzel Connick was only 25 when he was sent to the Falkland Islands. His crew, part of 3 PLRA, the 3rd Battalion Parachute Regiment, had prepared a silent assault on the Argentines on Mount Longdon. They planned every detail, but they knew it would be difficult. Mount Longdon was one of the island's most important peaks, practically a fortress with views for miles around. Connick's colleagues stepped on a landmine when they landed, alerting the enemy forces. Connick was critically hurt during the 12-hour all-out combat that ensued. His left leg was severed by artillery fire, while his right leg was seriously injured. He lost 23 of his friends, and the fight was declared over the next day after a ceasefire was agreed upon. Connick recovered aboard the SS Uganda hospital ship, and when he returned to the United Kingdom, he spent time in the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Greenwich, London. Connick received an unexpected visitor, the then Prince Charles. According to Connick, he presented me with a bottle of Bell's whiskey, and he signed the label. A 1-liter bottle of Bell's original whiskey will cost £22.50 at Tesco in 2023. That whiskey didn't last long though, Connick recalled, and I couldn't tell you where that bottle went. It wasn't the first time the two would cross paths. Connick co-founded the South Atlantic Medial Association 1982, a group dedicated to individuals who fought in the Falkland Islands in the 1990s. Through this group, he and others assisted war veterans in coming to terms with their experiences and any trauma they may have brought home with them. Connick and Dr. Rick Jolly, a Royal Navy medical officer who served in the Falkland War and died in 2018, encouraged Charles to become a patron of the organization, which he still supports today. Connick will shortly meet with Charles again, but this time the prince will be king. It follows on the heels of decades of dedication to veterans being recognized in King Charles' first birthday honors list. Connick was one of only a few names on the list to receive a letter from the king informing him that he would be awarded the British Empire Medal. "I was overjoyed to be included," Connick stated. A personal medal is being created for him, and he will meet Charles in person next year during an intimate garden party at the palace. The Falkland War occurred at a critical juncture in Charles' life as his then-wife, Diana, Princess of Wales, was expecting their first child, Prince William. Charles would balance visiting wounded soldiers and newly minted veterans with being a parent, and she would give birth just 2 months after the war ended. Last year commemorated the 40th anniversary of the Falkland Wars. King Charles and Queen Camilla traveled to Portsmouth, where the UK's forces were leaving for the islands, to attend a garden party and service of remembering for those who died. Commodore Jamie Miller, honorary president of SAMA 82, survived the loss of the warship HMS Coventry during the war and praised Charles for his assistance during the events. For veterans and families, your support is as important today as it was 40 years ago. We can look back with pride and look forward with our heads held high, he said. The Falklands campaign demonstrated the best of British courage and determination and demonstrated the quality of our people. Looking around the nation's flagship today, this generation possesses those same attributes. They have been struck by bad luck as a result of failed transactions. Meghan and Harry secured partnerships with Spotify and Netflix after stepping down as senior royals in 2020, but both had dismal luck. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle believe they have been struck by bad luck as a result of a string of failed transactions. The couple's lucrative Spotify partnership was recently canceled after only one series of Meghan's podcast, Archetypes. Archewell Audio, the couple's company, claimed they had mutually agreed to part ways in a joint statement with the streaming giant, but this is only the latest setback in their attempt to make it in Hollywood. Meghan and Harry secured partnerships with Spotify and Netflix after stepping down as senior royals in 2020, but both had dismal luck. According to Alison Boshoff of the Daily Mail, the couple's attempts to launch themselves as global do-gooders were severely impacted by the pandemic. Inside details of their ideas and pitches have emerged since the announcement of their departure from Spotify. Meghan reportedly wanted to interview pop star Taylor Swift for her podcast, but the singer declined, a huge blow to the royal. Prince Harry is reportedly said to have had some questionable podcast ideas since he wanted to interview international leaders about their childhoods, including Russian President Vladimir Putin and former U.S. President Donald Trump. The pitch was reported to have struck individuals as questionable at best, because the majority of the men have rarely given interviews or spoken about their backgrounds. The couple had previously encountered some setbacks at Netflix since Meghan's first show, Pearl, was cancelled while it was still in development. The Duke and Duchess' only release since signing the contract was their docuseries, which was released last year. One of their most controversial moves was a candid interview with Oprah Winfrey just a year after they relocated to the United States. Ens Boshoff, on the other hand, claimed that the couple believed the interview was overshadowed by the failing health of Prince Philip, who died soon afterwards. A similar narrative transpired with Meghan's podcast last September when it was forced to be paused due to Queen Elizabeth's death. Despite the poor luck, Netflix has stated that their exciting journey with the Sussexes will not be ending. Meghan and Harry's biographer responds with a gold Range Rover jab after the report. Ahmed Scobie rose to prominence after co-authoring the biography Finding Freedom, which detailed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's departure from the royal family. A friend of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has reacted to an article that criticized the biographer. According to the Daily Mail, the author of Finding Freedom changed his looks and lied about his age. Mr. Scobie is said to be a close friend of the Sussexes, and he is often referred to as Meghan's mouthpiece because of his ability to have the inside track on the Duchess. However, the biographer has responded to the report. Mr. Gallagher commented on Mr. Scobie's appearance, saying, "A smattering of photos on social media suggest an individual who takes his public image seriously. One is from a photo shoot that was part of a magazine interview. He lounges contentedly in it, wearing a gold smoking jacket and resting his well-shod feet on a coffee table. He was once claimed to own a gold-colored Range Rover with customized number plates." Mr. Scobie responded bluntly but directly on Twitter, saying, "As if I'd get a gold Range Rover." Mr. Gallagher said the author lied about his age, claiming Mr. Scobie told an interviewer in 2020 that he was 33 when, in fact, he was then 39. Mr. Gallagher went on to say, "For now, Scobie, who turned 42 last week, is contemplating a new royal era, one that he doubtless hopes will bring him continued success." The devastating report comes as Mr. Scobie prepares to unveil Endgame, his new royal novel. The book was supposed to be released next month, but it has been delayed until November to include sensational details about the king's coronation. In announcing his new book, the author stated it would be a penetrating investigation into the future of the royal family, with unique insight, deep access, and exclusive revelations. Mr. Scobie rose to prominence after co-authoring the book Finding Freedom with Carolyn Durand, which takes a sympathetic look at Harry and Meghan's relationship and time as working royals, with the author allegedly having access to some of the couple's closest friends and sources to help him tell their story. Meghan previously stated that information for Finding Freedom was provided by a third party and did not come directly from her. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.